quality of teachers and the quality of school leaders.
And I think the challenge of teacher development in our system, I'm talking about the public system, they will be supposed to be there for what, 30, 40 years? And changes is always happening by this. So how can we develop and make sure that the teachers is prepared for tomorrow? How they are very adaptable to change. I think it's a challenge. Things like when we have technology, the online teaching, and now we're talking about, the AI. So I just wonder whether the teachers understand. Oh, they're still struggling.
So in your opinion, who should pick teachers with this new knowledge?
I think, of course, everybody. Of course, the ministry.
So this is a challenge that we need to consider, the fact that teachers go in and they're there for 30 years and then they get lagged behind because the technology is too fast and it's getting even faster now. I understand that teachers need to change, but that is something I expect teachers to do. I expect good teachers be able to change with the times. They have to be learners first before they can teach. So I've always felt that good leaders can provide CPD, good CPD, continuing professional development on site. When teachers are initiated into the teaching profession, it's a start. But after that, they're on their own. So the school system, within the school system, they have to provide this continuing professional development. Francis, your take on that?
The teachers need to be creative, to take on new responsibilities. I want to contrast. When I was going to school, I had excellent teachers who actually didn't have to listen to bureaucracy breathing down after them all the time and all that. And they were allowed to take the initiative to resolve an issue, to resolve a problem. They could address the issue at hand. Today, teachers too often wait for instructions from PPD, from JPN, from Kementerian before they will actually dare to move. As the system expanded, the government, instead of actually allowing this creativity to grow and to actually be diversified, we actually decided to let us curb it, let us control it. And this is reflective of the whole bureaucratization of our society that has been occurring over the last 30, 40 years. Again, if we come back to this question of crisis in the country, you have to acknowledge that our political system is also in crisis. So our educational system actually reflects what is happening in our society, in our political system at large. We have bureaucratized our politics to the umpteenth degree. We have also begun to bureaucratize our educational system. And teachers all the time are complaining, I have no time to prepare for my lessons properly. I cannot be creative the way you are suggesting that I do because I have to fill up the forms.
I agree with Dr. Loh, but I beg a different in terms of some of the issue. Yes, as you know, the teachers will come into the system. They are actually well prepared. They are very energetic. They are young and they are open to changes. They have to face this kind of school culture. The environment. Probably the more senior people are using the old system probably, and of course the kind of leadership style, whether they are receptive or not with these new things coming in. And of course, as mentioned by Dr. Loh, it's about all the regulation, all those things, the perkeliling and the kind of things. But for me, of the so-called barrier just to be used in case you got stray. Without that,
that we can't give too much of freedom. We need a little bit of guidance. I'm going to ask a difficult question. Okay. Because Francis talked about the politicization of education, and I'm wondering if there is a policy, whether it is a written policy or an unwritten policy, on who becomes teachers. Is there a racial formula into who becomes teachers? I'm speaking from the ground. My ex-students who are very good in English, who wanted to become teachers, who applied to become English language teachers, who were not accepted. Because I have had English language teachers who could not speak English. BM teachers who are supposed to be teaching BM, when we look at the qualification, they do not have any BM. They are from Islamics. So why is this happening, Prof?
Overall, from my experience, this selection of teachers, we have a general guideline. We select among the best, the top, the SPM or maybe matriculation graduates. So I think generally, based on criteria, they're supposed to meet the requirement. In fact, we interview them, especially for the English and even the certain subject. So that's why generally we have the system to select the best. But sometimes due to different geographical area, especially from the East Malaysia, so we cannot use the same state. We give some leeway, but still within the minimum requirement to be a candidate. One or two cases, I consider it outliers.
Okay. How would you explain that over the years, demography of national schools has changed quite a bit? When we had like 40% non-Malay teachers, 60% Malay teachers, you go to any school now, you'll see at least 80 to 90% Malay teachers and very few non-Malay teachers. So this is another thing. I feel we should have more of a racial parallel.